What is up, our metal brethren of the Forge? Welcome to Metal Forge Reviews, where you can get the most out of your metal releases. Brandon Green and
Benfo here, nice to see you.
To bring you our first video for the Best of Bandcamp Underground Spotlight for 2021.
Fresh meat.
Hell yes, dude. This is one of our favorites on the show, as this is our way to delve into the dungeons of Bandcamp and look for some epic loot in the form of underground metal releases.
If you like videos like these in the form of best album releases of the month and best of Bandcamp, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so that you never miss a video.
Grab your swords. This is my sword for today. Armor, wizard cloaks, and staves. It's time to hit the crypts for some great underground metal. Froglord's Amphibian Ascending is what you just heard. This is the debut full length from Froglord, our future deity of all things that are wet, squishy, and make ribbit noises. It was released on The Swamp Records, which is totally appropriate, back in November of 2020. As you may have appropriately guessed from the album cover by artist Steven Yoyada, Amphibian Ascending is a sludge, stoner, doom mix with some fantastic riffs and very strong songwriting. I really like that the band is rather campy with their themes, from their usage of frog noises throughout the record, the lyrical themes of a gigantic frog king, and even their video for the title track. It's all rather silly, and Froglord himself definitely recognizes that, and he leans into it, which is great. I was actually kind of surprised that they decided to go with Amphibian Ascending as the single/video, mainly because I thought the middle of the album is a bit generic and kind of falls into characteristics that you typically hear from this genre, and I wanted them to kind of take it a little further. The rest of the album, however, is bookended by very strong songwriting, it's very engaging, and the sonic qualities are fantastic. If you're feeling froggy, definitely don't miss jumping at this opportunity to listen to Froglord. You can find their music and some merchandise on Bandcamp.
That's a great pick. I'm certainly feeling froggy, so I'm gonna have to check out the whole album. I remember when I saw their video debut, I was like, this is absolutely hilarious. Pretty damn crushing too, so awesome. As you can see, I'm wearing my ceremonial hipster black metal garb with my epic, unkempt beard and flannel. So naturally, my pick is going to be black metal. This is Ferriterium, Calvaire, released January 16th, 2021. An absolutely ferocious and bleak record. The French know how to write some blistering cold black metal. Make no mistake, this album is as relentless and dense as the musicianship is fantastic. I absolutely love the production on this album. The drums do not sound overproduced like a lot of modern metal releases. The bass tone has that fantastic grit and growl to it too that I love. And of course, the guitar work has that signature grimy buzz to round out the howling mysticism of the album. The vocals are furious and wail very confidently over the frozen landscapes. If you love your black metal on the blistering and melodic side, you will definitely be at home with this record. Head down in the comments and click on the link to go over to their Bandcamp, pick something up. They have a lot of merch available, but it looks like the stock is running low. So grab something and show Ferriterium some cold winter love.
Great pick, Brandon. That was on my short list, and now I'm definitely going to have to check that one out. American multi-instrumentalist Robert Pisagno created a melodic death / metalcore / progressive metal act simply known as Medda. Their 4-track 2020 EP Fission was independently released back in October. This record has some pretty notable guests on various duties, including, as you saw in the video clip, Bjorn Strid, who did the vocals on the song Fission, Robbie Harden, who did the guitar solo on the song Fission, and many others. Very cool and talented guests on this album. Out of the 4 tracks included on this quick EP, I would have to say that it was the opener and closer that really stuck with me. I wasn't connecting with the middle 2 tracks. They were a little too metalcore for my liking. However, the last track, Out for Blood, was really what stood out for me. It's an outstanding instrumental closer for this record, and as a matter of fact, I would love to hear an entire album in this vein of music. It's just heavy, punching, 3.5 minutes, straightforward, just awesome stuff, and I'd really love to hear more of that style come from Medda. Very strong songwriting and musicianship on that track. Medda has a couple of full-length albums available, and if you're into progressive metal that doesn't stay constrained to any particular variety of sounds, definitely check them out on Bandcamp, where you could find digital albums available for purchase.
Next one on my list is going to be in the traditional / speed metal vein. This is Saber, Without Warning, released January 1st, 2021. We received this speed thrash metal monster of an album. Los Angeles-based Saber released a highly inspiring EP back in June of 2020 called Strike of the Witch, and they're back with ripping, nostalgic fury with this latest album, Without Warning. Badass album artwork, reminiscent of some of the best metal from the 80s. Saber know how to make killer traditional speed metal that fires on all cylinders and does not let up. The production on this album is fantastic too, as it has that traditional old school sound, but with some tinges of modern production mixed in to give it that crystal clear sheen. This album is 8 tracks of blistering speed metal, glowing with epically sung clean vocals, catchy as hell riffs and choruses, and some pretty goddamn solid songwriting. Saber started 2021 off with an extremely strong foot forward, and I would be surprised if this album does not make it on some top lifts of the year for speed metal. Head over to their Bandcamp, grab a CD or tape, show these LA-based metal speedsters some support.
Menhir is a solo act from the Netherlands, and I'm very happy that I've stumbled upon their January 8th independent release, Thurnin. From what I could tell, this is their debut album, and they have come out strong with this one. Menhir is a dark acoustic / neo-folk record, and if that doesn't sound heavy enough for you, don't worry, it's not. There's no blast beats, there's no screaming, there's no distorted guitars whatsoever. It is simply a beautiful, epic journey through a centuries-old forest. You are traversed through passages of light and dark, of sorrow and great joy. At the end of your journey, you come across a stone monolith flanked by ancient staircases. This is just, like I said, it's a beautiful record. It's well written, has fantastic sonic qualities, and no fat on it whatsoever. It is very deliberate in its storytelling, despite it being completely instrumental. This is the kind of album I love to throw on while studying or exploring some ruins in Tamriel. If you're into the neofolk acoustic black metal scene, you have to check this album out. It's on Bandcamp, where you can support Menhir. I hope you do, and I hope that you dig it.
The last pick of mine is a doom death record, Mother of Graves and Somber Dreams, released January 8th, 2021. When I saw that these guys compared and quoted themselves as a direct response to the Peaceville 3, I was immediately intrigued. Holy hell, this album delivers. I was even more excited when I saw the wonderfully talented and creatively stacked Dan Swano mastered the album. I knew that I would be in for a hell of a listen. An absolutely haunting piece of music that felt a bit short in length. This album constantly hit my rotation since its release with its amazing and sorrowful songs. It's 4 tracks of brilliantly constructed and emotional melodic death doom that I absolutely needed to start my 2021 off right. Fans of early Catatonia, Paradise Lost, and My Dying Bride will 100% be at home here and will love this record. The mixing and production finishes on this album add a lot of character to make the record sound like a new and refreshing take on that Peaceville 3 sound. The vocals are emotionally crushing, the guitars are gorgeously composed with sorrowful melodies. My only complaint is I wish that it was a little bit longer, but that has not stopped me from spinning it over and over again instead. They've got cassettes and CDs in their Bandcamp. Stop listening to me. Go listen to this record if you love Death Doom. The underground is full of fantastic music just waiting for you to check it out.
Yeah, it's not at all like that terrifying horror movie, The Descent.
What?
You know, the movie where the ladies go spelunking and get viciously murdered by feral cave people.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely not like that movie. It's more like Aladdin when he walks into the Cave of Wonders.
Dude, it's exactly like that. And you could touch anything you want, not just the genie's lamp.
What do you think, Forge mates? What are you going to check out? Leave a comment below with some of your recent discoveries, or if you listen to any of these records and they really resonated with you.
Yeah, and be sure to check out our past videos. We've got them all organized by playlist, so it's easy for you to sort through. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a Metal Forge Reviews segment. Brothers and sisters, go with the gods. Be well. Take care of one another. Bye-bye.